Hello and welcome to Raju Notes channel, your pit stop for weekly current affairs updates. The updates tailor-made for students taking all kinds of competitive exams like UPSC, civils, defense and placement interviews. Please subscribe to the channel and stay updated every Sunday.
President Draupadi Murmu said that Nepal is a priority partner under India's Neighbourhood First policy. During her meeting with the visiting Nepalese Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi on Monday, President Murmu also conveyed New Delhi's commitment to further strengthen the unique ties between the two countries. Both leaders also discussed ways to take forward the developmental initiatives across various sectors in Nepal, which are benefiting the people of both countries. India participates in BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting in Russia. India participated in the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting. It began in Russia's Nizhny Novgorod on Monday. The first assignment of India's foreign policy under the historic third term of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Damu Ravi, Secretary of Economics and Relations at the Ministry of External Affairs, led the Indian side at the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting. India has wholeheartedly welcomed Egypt, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Ethiopia joining the BRICS as their representatives attended for the first time a key meeting of the grouping hoisted by Russia. The University Grants Commission has taken a policy decision to allow higher education institute to admit students twice a year from the next academic year, that is from January to February and July to August. Currently, UGC regulations allow admissions in one academic session in a year. UGC chairperson Mamidala Jagadish Kumar said this will benefit many students, such as those who missed admissions due to delay in announcement of the board results, health issues, or personal reasons. He said biannual university admissions will help students maintain motivation since they do not have to wait for one full year to be admitted if they miss an admission in the current cycle. Amravati to be the capital of Andhra Pradesh. TDP chief and Andhra Pradesh CM-elect Chandrababu Naidu said the city of Amravati will be the state's administrative capital. Vishakhapatnam will be the financial capital of the state, said Naidu, who was unanimously elected NDA leader in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly on Tuesday. Hyderabad ceased to be Andhra Pradesh capital recently and became the sole capital of Telangana. What is Enterobacter bugandensis? The space bug mutating in the International Space Station. Scientists on the International Space Station have discovered Enterobacter bugandensis, a multi-drug resistant bacterium that has adapted to the station's unique conditions. This bug poses potential health risk to astronauts, including Sunita Williams. Research highlights the need for a robust preventive measures to protect crew members from microbial threats in the space habitats. World's first living computer with human brain tissues created in Sweden. Swedish scientists have created the world's first living computer that is made out of human brain tissue. The computer consists of 16 organoids, which are clumps of brain cells grown in a lab that exchange information with each other. Similar to conventional computer chip, the organoids send and receive signals through their neurons and function like circuits. India to rename 30 places in Tibet in response to China's Arunachal provocation. To counter China's renaming of locations in Arunachal Pradesh, India will rename 30 places in Tibet. The new names will be published by the Indian Army and updated on their maps, along with Line of Actual Control (LAC). This includes 11 residential areas, 12 mountains, 4 rivers, 1 lake, 1 mountain pass, and a piece of land. Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi has been appointed as the next Chief of Army Staff. He will take charge from 30th of this month. The present Chief of the Army Staff, General Manoj C. Pandey, will demit office on 30th of June. Born on 1st of July 1964, Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi was commissioned into the infantry of Jammu and Kashmir Rifles of the Indian Army on 15 December 1984. An alumni of Sainik School Rewa, National Defense College, and the US Army War College, Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi has MPhil in Defense and Management Studies and two master's degree in Strategic Studies and Military Science. He has been decorated with the Param Vishis Seva Medal, Ati Vishis Seva Medal, and three GOC&C Commendation Cards. Japan India Maritime Exercise JIMEX 24 commenced at Yokosuka in Japan. According to the Indian Navy, during the exercise, navies of both the countries will hone their warfighting skills at the sea and enhance their interoperability. Indian Navy's indigenous stealth frigate INS Shivalik is participating in the bilateral maritime exercise, while Japan is being represented by the guided missile destroyer JAS Yugiri. Indian Navy said that JIMEX 24 provides an opportunity to learn from each other's best practices and facilitates operational interactions between India and Japan. The exercise also affirms their shared commitment towards maritime security in Indo-Pacific region. What is suicide drone Nagastra 1? Indian Army has received first indigenous suicide drone called as Nagastra 1, which may be deployed along China and Pakistan border, report said. The drone is capable of neutralizing hostile threats with GPS-enabled precision strikes and an accuracy of 2 meters. Weighing 9 kgs, the man-portable electronic drone has up to 30 kilometers range in autonomous mode and is undetectable at over 200 meters height. Putin promises ceasefire if Ukraine withdraws troops, drops plan to join NATO. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday promised to immediately order a ceasefire in Ukraine and begin negotiations if Kyiv started withdrawing troops from the 4 occupied Ukrainian regions and renounced plans to join NATO. We will do it immediately, Putin said. He added that his proposal is aimed at final resolution of the conflict in Ukraine rather than freezing it. However, Zelensky has rubbished this as an ultimatum and the word which cannot be trusted. Meanwhile, the President Zelensky is meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the sidelines of G7 to find a middle path for the issue. Cyril Ramaphosa is re-elected as South Africa's president following a landmark coalition deal between his African National Congress ANC and opposition parties. The 71-year-old Ramaphosa won convincingly in a parliament vote against a surprise candidate, Julius Malema, the leader of the far-left Economic Freedom Fighters. Cyril Ramaphosa secured his second term after striking a crucial agreement just hours before the vote for president with once its fiercely political rivals, the Democratic Alliance Party, as ANC lost its 30 years majority in African National Assembly. An Indian Air Force contingent participated in the exercise Red Flag 2024 conducted at Yellowstone Air Force Base, Alaska of the United States Air Force. This was the second edition of exercise Red Flag 2024, which is an advanced aerial combat training exercise. Held 4 times in a year by the US Air Force, the exercise witnessed participation of the Indian Air Force along with the Republic of Singapore Air Force, Royal Air Force of the United Kingdom, Royal Netherlands Air Force, Germans Luftwaffe, and US Air Force. The Indian Air Force contingent participated with the Rafale aircrafts and personnel comprising of aircrew, technicians, engineers, controllers, and subject matter experts. This was the first time that IAF Rafale aircraft participated in exercise Red Flag. The exercise Red Flag 2024 was conducted from 4th to 14th of this month. Red Flag is an aerial combat exercise conducted with multiple scenarios designed to provide realistic combat situations. A demarcation of force is done from stimulating to the deserved environment, with the red force stimulating air defense elements and the blue forces simulating an offensive composite element. Minister of State for Earth Science Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that India is set to be the sixth country to have its own deep sea mission. Dr. Singh said this while chairing a meeting to discuss the 100-day action plan of the Ministry of Health Sciences in New Delhi. During the meeting, Dr. Singh expressed pride and happiness on the progress of the deep sea mission and India being among a very few nations to achieve this feat. He asked institutes to focus on achieving resilient blue economy to empower people dependent on the ocean and its energy for livelihood. On drawing the contours of the deep sea mission, he said, mission is not limited to mineral exploration but the development of ocean sciences, exploration of flora and fauna, and conservation of maritime biodiversity among others. The first ever direct flight between India and Cambodia was launched on Sunday. The flight was officially inaugurated by the Deputy Prime Minister of the Cambodia, Net Sovereign, and the Indian ambassador to Cambodian, Devayani Khobragede. In a social media post, the Indian embassy in Cambodia said this move marks the start of the first tourism year and will boost tourism and people-to-people connection. The embassy hailed the development as a historic moment, citing India's Act East policy. The first flight between the two capitals will be operational 4 times a week by Cambodia's national flag carrier, Cambodia Angkor Air.
Well, that's all friends for this week's updates. See you soon next Sunday on the same channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye.